Hello, welcome to Linus Literature Library. Reading between the lines, where stories come alive. So we are here in chapter. I'll be treating chapter 9 and 10 briefly. This one is Bendu recounting what she really went through in the hands of the fighters. Now, the very day before she joined the fighters, she had traveled to another town with her grandmother to visit cousin Rebecca, the grandmother's cousin called cousin Rebecca. And when they went there, when they went there, they decided to go back. But then cousin Rebecca was adamant, saying, no. I don't want you to go today. Go another day, go tomorrow. No. Bendu says, no. Grandma and I are leaving today. I have things to attend to. We have to get back to Morovia today. So they set off. Now, during this recounting, on her way, Grandma was feeling uneasy. They left with cousin Orlando. So, even though cousin Rebecca didn't want them to leave and didn't want Orlando to go with them, Orlando said, okay, let me take them to the station, return home. And he insisted, so he followed them. He went with them. So the three of them, on getting to the station, they realized that there was no car, there was no transport system. There were people there, a lot of people, but the place seemed quiet. What was happening? Traders normally hover around stations, lorry stations, to sell water, anything they could sell for travelers, But then they hardly saw any bus, they didn't really see traders. What was happening? The whole place was kind of deserted. Then they heard some shouting and screaming, etc. from behind. It was as if people were approaching from behind. Then they started moving as fast as they could. They heard gunshots, they heard bombs, they heard. So it felt like, no, there is a war coming. It's approaching. Let's start moving. They started running. So Grandma May was in a wheelbarrow and she was being pushed by them. So obviously, soldiers were in a car track, in a convoy. They got close to them. They caught up with them. And then took Orlando. He was masculine, so obviously they would use him or something. Then they asked for Bendu to join and he wouldn't join. So then Bendu's grandma beckoned to her to leave. But then she died. She was sick. She wasn't feeling well, and the running and all that was happening. She needed a doctor. She needed to see a doctor urgently, but there was none. Bendu was taken. Grandma died. She was forcefully taken. She chuckled at the officer's door, so it even cost her. She was nearly punished for that. One soldier, assistant to Commander Cobra, then wanted to hit her or kill her, but Commander Cobra saved her and said, no, we need her. Let her follow us. She followed, and then they ended up at the camp. She got to a place and saw that this place, there were already people there, people that had been held captive. People were living there, men, women, children, they were all there. People training and all that. It was like a place that is being used. It's not a new place. She saw a heap of ashes and she knew that, okay, cooking has been going on here for a while. She gets to meet Mamusu, a very lovely woman with daughters and sons, but she lost them. But at least she had her two daughters, Hannah and Loretta, with her. It was, Hannah and Loretta with her. And Mamusu was, her work there, because she was grown, couldn't fight, so she was nursing their wounds anytime they came back from university. Because Bendu had broken wrist, elbow, so broken arm, so Mamusu attended to her, helped her to ease the pain. So she met someone, her helper and confidant, called Mamusu. Mamusu helped with a swollen hand. But then what happens in chapter 9? Cobra gives Bendu out to Samson as a wife. Why would you give off a human being like that? Even in our normal system here, the man would have to come all the way to the woman's family, offer a bride price, be given a list or something, off, and then pay for their bride price before the woman is taken. You just offer someone's daughter. You were nowhere, Commander Cobra, you were nowhere near when she was being raised. You have no idea what she has been through, what her schooling has been, what level of education you have no right to do that. But Commander Cobra did. He was the leader of the gang. He says, Bendu, Samson, go. Samson, I've given you a wife, take care. That very day, woman, move. If you frustrate me, I'm going to frustrate you too. I'm going to kill you if you give me trouble. That's from Samson. Immediately they enter Samson's tent. He rapes her, violates her. She gives Samson a blow to one eye. So she's called technical knockout. She was nicknamed in the camp as technical knockout. Even though Samson had blood oozing out from that eye and all that, he still went on. Hit her, beat her, raped her, violated her. So that was how come that's all for chapter 9. And briefly, chapter 10 is also simple. We'll continue chapter 10 in another session. Thank you.